Israeli Deputy Knesset Speaker Nachman Shai, thank you for joining Voice of America's Persian service today.
Okay, you're most welcome.
So we were just listening to U.S. Vice President Mike Pence address the Israeli-American Council's annual conference. He had some tough words for Iran on its nuclear program and its support for militant groups hostile to Israel. What is your reaction to what Mike Pence said?
Well, what he said in his speech is just a manifestation of what we feel now for quite a long time, that this administration is very determined to stop Iran. And it was actually expressed again by him. Iran is an evil power in the Middle East, is a terrorist state which expanding its power beyond its borders, encouraging terror, infiltrating other countries' governments, and of course developing this way or another its nuclear capabilities. It has to be stopped. And we appreciate very much the strong and equivocal position of this government, of this administration, to stand next to Israel in order to stop Iran.
Do you think the U.S. should take any further measures when it comes to Iran?
Well, I think everything so far has done, and well, I don't know what will be maybe harder sanctions, but economic sanctions have been imposed already in Iran, and we can sense the difference. You see many difficulties, economic difficulties within Iran and out of Iran. They have other countries are taking also similar steps towards Iran. I think this is a very strong campaign, and I'm sure it will affect Iran sooner or later.
Well, just to expand on that, what likelihood do you see of these measures the U.S. is taking against Iran having the desired effect?
Well, the best and the ideal is, of course, to see a change in the government in Iran. Maybe a new government will finally pursue a different policy towards, not only towards Israel, but towards the United States and towards Europe and towards the world. But if it hasn't happened, at least Iran should focus on itself. That's all. Don't go beyond your borders. Don't send your troops to Syria. Don't send terror to weapons to Hezbollah or to Hamas or even to Europe. Stop Iran. I mean, I think the international community should get together in order to stop Iran. This is an international challenge now, and it has to be done as soon as possible.
What is your opinion about how the government of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been handling this challenge to your country?
Well, I think I belong to the opposition in Israel, but when it comes to the issue of Iran, I think we share the same opinion and the same point of view. We support the government. This is a national effort based on national consensus within Israel. And actually, the focusing on Iran and mobilizing the international community, which Netanyahu has been doing for quite a long time, is the right direction. And I hope finally it will get to the right point, which means Iran should stop all its activities, both against Israel and against other countries as well.
What do you think Israel could or should do in the future to reduce the threat that it feels from Iran?
We have been doing. It has never been attributed to Israel, but there are even aerial attacks on Iranian targets in Syria. Iran got a message from Israel that they should take out all their forces from Syrian territory. We want to stop all the deliveries of weapons from Iran through Syria to the Hezbollah. We are doing our best. Usually we don't report everything we are doing, but I can assure you that Iran knows very well where are the red lines when it comes to their activities and operations against Israel.
The Iranian president recently referred to Israel as a cancerous tumor. Iran also has said that it feels it can sustain its own economy in spite of these sanctions. What do you think of that?
Iran is cheating. It's cheating itself, not only the world, because the Iranian people understand what the situation is. You can see the deterioration in the value of the Iranian currency and so on. There's a growing economic crisis within Iran, and I'm sure that the people of Iran will not sit still and watch the situation. They will take action, demonstrations, and so on and so forth. Iran will have to reconsider and reassess their activities out of Iran in the Middle East. It costs a lot of money. Iranians do not want their money to be spent on Hezbollah, Hamas, or even Syria. They want the money to stay in Iran and to be invested in the Iranian economy. And the more the economic pressure will grow, the more you can see internal pressure on the Iranian government. They will have to respond. I see no way that they can just ignore it. The Iranians are smart, and they will read the signs and will respond. And they will have to respond positively to the will of the people of Iran.
Israeli Deputy Knesset Speaker Nachman Shai, thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you very much.